Does it just make you crazy when there are dirty clothes all over the floor, a sink full of dirty dishes, and dog hair just like everywhere? You come home from a long day, maybe you are home if you're working from home, but you get done with a long day. All you want is to put on your sweatpants, grab your glass of wine, and watch your favorite TV show. But the house, how can you relax when everything is such a mess? And how can he, your beloved partner, your husband perhaps, just be chilling on the couch like nothing is wrong? Girls, I hear you. And I'm speaking to the girls because this comes up for us so much more than it does for the guys. My husband will be the first to tell you the number of times that I have just lost my shit about the laundry, about the dog hair, about the dishes, the bathroom, all of it. But I recently learned something really beautiful that totally blew my mind in a wonderful way around this issue. And I'm so excited to share that with you today. If you don't know me yet, I am Rachael Sloan. I'm a relationship coach and a self-love advocate. And I help people thrive in their relationships by getting their own shit together and learning to love themselves first. Because most of the problems we have in relationships arise because we want to feel something that we don't currently feel. And we think we need our partner to change or do something so we can get it. For instance, I come home and I want to feel relaxed and comfortable, but instead I feel anxious and overwhelmed because the house is a disaster, and then I feel frustrated and resentful because my husband is just chilling there not doing anything about it. But here's the realization that totally blew my mind and that I think you're going to love too. It's not the messy house that's making me anxious. It's not the dishes, the dirty laundry, or even the dog hair that's stopping me from relaxing or making me feel overwhelmed. It's actually my own brain. It's my own mind creating these feelings. It is my thoughts that are making me anxious. It is my thoughts that are making me overwhelmed and preventing me from relaxing. Let me tell you what my thoughts look like, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about. I walk into the house and I'm like, oh my God, what a pigsty. I can't rest in this mess. I am not the kind of person who is okay with living like this. If I don't fix this, like what's going to happen next? We're going to end up like those people on the TV show. I've got like hoarders going through my head, like those nasty dumps full of just junk everywhere, dirt and dust and And then I go on to like, if I can't even keep the house together, how can I possibly hope to run a successful business and keep like the rest of my life together? I don't have time for this. There's too much for me to do. I'm too tired. I deserve a rest. And I can't. That's where my brain ends up, is I just can't. It's like my brain rolls over on its back and throws its feet in the air and it's just like, kill me now. We can't do this, right? It's overwhelming. It's anxiety provoking. I feel like I can't handle it. And then I am livid with my husband for not fixing it for me, for allowing this situation to exist and allowing me to feel so anxious, overwhelmed, and crazy about it. But the thing is, it's not him and it's not the house. It's that whole mental story. It's all those thoughts that are creating the anxiety and the overwhelm for me. And I want to be clear here, there's nothing wrong with a clean house. There is nothing wrong with cleaning your house or your environment in order to cope with your anxiety, and there is nothing wrong with asking your partner to help out. In fact, keeping your space clean and tidy can actually be a really effective way to relieve anxiety. The thing that's so important to realize is that the messy house and the partner who's not helping clean it isn't the cause of the anxiety. Cleaning up is like putting a Band-Aid on a wound. It helps. It makes you feel a little better for a little while, but it doesn't do the healing. The Band-Aid is not going to fix the problem. Your body has to heal the cut. The same thing is true with your anxiety or your overwhelm. The healing, the relief of those emotions has to come from within you. Cleaning up your house, even getting your partner to clean up the house, is like putting a Band-Aid on a wound. It helps. It feels better. It's comforting. Right? Definitely use the Band-Aid, but don't pretend it's going to do the healing for you. Your body has to do the healing of the wound, and you, in your mind and in your heart, have to do the healing of your anxiety and your overwhelm. So anxiety is typically caused by things that trying to control things that we can't control. Right? So like the cleanliness of your environment, the cleaning of your house is something you can actually control. So when you do that, you alleviate your anxiety, right? The anxiety is from trying to control the things you can't. You pick something you can control and you get some relief. You're like, okay, yeah, I got this. Things are together. You feel a little bit better. This is a great short-term fix. Use it by all means. It's a great tool, but don't deceive yourself into thinking that you can fix your anxiety or eliminate your overwhelm by keeping your house clean or getting your partner to do it. And in fact, trying to get your partner to do it is probably going to contribute to your anxiety and overwhelm, because somebody else's behavior is definitely something you can't control. And trust me, if you're married, you know, you've tried, right? How many times have you tried to control your partner? It doesn't work, right? Trying to control something you can't control creates more anxiety. So this need for your partner to be involved in cleaning the house to relieve your anxiety really just adds to the anxiety you're already feeling. So if you want actual relief, real healing from anxiety and overwhelm, you need to explore the thoughts that are creating it. And so a really useful question for you is to ask yourself, how do I believe I would get to feel if the house were clean? And then follow that question up with, what would I be thinking then? For instance, you might feel relaxed if the house were clean because you're thinking everything is in order. Or when the house is clean, you might come home and feel like you can just unwind because there's nothing I have to do. There's the thought in your mind, there's nothing I have to do. Or you might get to feel calm because you believe the thought, now I can take time for myself. Your job, your healing, your mental peace and long-term happiness depends on you learning which thoughts and which feelings you currently have that are creating your anxiety and your overwhelm, the thoughts you're having about the house, about your partner, and then which ones you'd like to have, the thoughts and feelings you'd allow yourself to enjoy if the house were clean, if your partner helped clean it. To overcome that anxiety, to let go of overwhelm, you're going to have to release the current thoughts and work towards embracing the new ones. If you don't, you'll find that your house is never clean enough, right? It'll feel better for a while, but your partner still isn't helping enough. There always seems to be more that requires your attention. There's always more for you to do. There's always more that you need to control. There's always more tasks that need to be met before you get to relax. If you don't do the inner work, if you don't start changing the thoughts, no amount of house cleaning and no amount of house cleaning helping husband is going to make you feel better. The Band-Aid, the cleaning, is a great tool for immediate relief, a great way to cope with your anxiety, but it will not do the healing for you. And if you rely on that Band-Aid for too long, you're going to find that you need a bigger and bigger Band-Aid, right? That it's never quite enough. You have to keep trying to achieve the same amount of relief, and that's just because your thoughts haven't changed, right? You've changed the circumstance. The house is a little cleaner, but you still have those thoughts that there's too much for me to do. I can't relax in this mess. I don't want to be this kind of person. A really, successful, talented, healthy person would be able to do X, Y, and Z. Like, there's always going to be more. It's never going to be enough until you change the thought pattern. You have to change the thoughts to relieve the emotions that then will allow you to rest and relax and take care of yourself, even if your house is a little messy. And the beautiful thing is that when you get there, when you let go of those old thought patterns and those old emotions, cleaning your house gets a lot easier. Right? It doesn't really take that much. It's not that hard. It doesn't require that much time and energy. It's this emotional drama that comes with it that creates so much pain and suffering. So when you shift that, you'll find that the cleaning just becomes so much more natural and easy and simple, and you don't notice it. It's not a big deal. And when it's not getting done, you still get to take time for yourself. You still get to rest. You still get to relax. You still get to have the time that you need to be your best self and show up in your life the way you want. I know that this can sound daunting. How do I release these old beliefs because I believe them so hard? And how do I embrace new thoughts that I don't believe? There is a really simple step-by-step process for this. This is what I do with my clients. And if this is something you want to achieve, then you have to check out the Relationship Foundation. It is my 12-week personalized one-on-one coaching program to help people create a foundation of self-love, which is what I call getting your shit together, because getting your shit together is all about learning to love yourself. I help you create that foundation of self-love so that relationships and everything involved in them can become easy and fun, and you can actually love someone else where they are and for who they are without needing them to do things to make you feel okay. What you discover through our work together in the Relationship Foundation program is that you can always be okay because you create that from within. You create that validation, that security, that joy, and that love from within, and then it is always available to you. And at that moment, relationships just become like gravy in your life, right? You have what you need. You are complete. You are worthy from within. And now relationships are fun. They're easy. They're an enjoyable way for you to connect and easily access those loving, happy feelings that you want to enjoy. That's what the Relationship Foundation program is all about. You getting your shit together by learning to accept yourself, learning to own your emotional experience, and learning to intentionally create the life and the love that you want to enjoy. The link is in the description below. Check it out. Reach out to me if you have any questions. You can always book a free strategy session with me. There's a link for that there too. And I will see you guys so soon. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications for this channel because I am going to be putting out new videos every Tuesday and Saturday to give you more tips, more help to start getting your shit together all on your own. All right, guys, talk to you soon.